Hi. Hey. I am, like, this was an awesome recording session for me. We're on, I have not said this in any of the previous 5 videos. What's up? Is that I sat down to do 6 videos in a row, which is probably the most I've recorded in a row in a long time. Because I want to take a bunch of chances, and this is the last video of the 6, and I feel the most relaxed because Psycho is amazing, and I've done 2 versions of it already. I know it's great, and Red Velvet is my favorite girl group. It's a close race between Red Velvet twice and Blackpink, but Red Velvet has pulled ahead. I wish the other 2 groups luck. I hope they challenge Red Velvet and make me go like, well, you know, Red Velvet used to be my favorite. But right now, Red Velvet's they're just on top. Okay. The other 5 videos, I went crazy. I picked a lot of random stuff because that's how you branch out. That's how I found K-pop, and that's how we're even here, is random stuff. I randomly was like, I should make these videos. I randomly picked some K-pop, and awesome things happen sometimes. So the other 5 videos, in case you want to go back, in case you missed anything, none of the other 5 were Red Velvet. Sorry. They weren't. The first video was G-Friend, their teaser, A Tale. That was just a weird way to start, but it was cool because it's like the beginning of a movie story. After that was BTS Black Swan, the actual album version, because I hadn't heard that yet. Also, that was like a 20-minute video. It's crazy. I just rambled. No surprise, I'm rambling now. Then after that, here's where it gets weird. CL, To Anyone, Paradox, Chanyeol's channel, NNG Cooking Day, which, by the way, I learned from him. Gudak, Joyo, Gudak. Do that with the buttons. Then we just did SB19, who I should verify this before I say this, I believe is a Filipino K-pop with a mixture of Tagalog and Korean. It sounded like. I don't really speak that much. I only know really 2 phrases in Tagalog, Kumusta and Eko si Ellis. Anyways, and now we are on Red Velvet Psycho. That is fun for me, because that all happened in like an hour and a half, 2 hours. Of course, it's got to be released over, you know, like a day or algorithms and whatnot. And now I get to chill with this. Oh my God, it's gonna be so good. Worst case scenario is I say nothing entertaining. Worst case scenario is I just stand here and I smile. I'm like, oh, it's nice, and I don't say anything. Worst case scenario, I do nothing and the song is awesome. That's as bad as it gets. Let's go.
반복 따윈 없이 오는 너 I'm original visual 우리 원래 이랬어 yeah. 들었지도 않아 들어보겠어 내게 줬어 어떻게 널 다룰까 어제 우리 몰라 너를 달리고 애석게 발로 차도 가끔 내게 미소 짓는 너 어떻게 놓겠어 우리는 나쁜 척 사이야
that voice.
You got me feeling like a psycho, psycho. 우릴 보고 나를 자꾸 시험을 때 싸우다가도 붙어다니니 말야. 이해가 안 간대, 웃기지도 않대. 맞아, psycho, psycho. 서로 좋아져, 바보. 너 없이 늦으니 꽃을 꺼져. 기운도 맛없어요. 둘이 잘 만났대. 해가 어렵게 그렇게 우리 밖에 가보자. 내 온몸으로 널 느끼고 있어. Everything will be okay. Like a psycho, psycho. 우리 보고 말해 자꾸.
What is Jakku? Jakku. I don't know. I don't know why like me staring at the Hangul makes me think I'm gonna know what it means. Jakku. Quinchana.
It's alright.
That is at the same time like super. Can we go back to like just kind of leave them on the screen while I talk? Yeah. That. There's so many sentences in my head that I'm like, just grab one and say it, bro. That is awesome, but awesome is not descriptive. Awesome doesn't tell you any difference between the other hundreds of songs that I think are awesome and that. One of the things I'm scared of becoming extremely repetitive with anything that I do. I think that anything that you do a lot of, you should have to be a little fearful of doing the same old thing. Psycho is an extremely badass song, but it's also like a banger. Like you could play it in a club or at the gym in your car. It's just a banger. Except for like now we are in this setting where banging is not permitted. This is like tea and coffee. I mean, I don't know what the Korean way of doing things is. I don't know as far as like this thing, but this to me is a coffee shop. This is like coffee shop. People are getting a donut, some coffee, some tea, and then we have this like a panel, like a Q&A. Except for they're doing Psycho, which is this like banging song that should be played in front of a crowd of 100,000 people, but instead it looks like they're in front of 30, 35 people, 40 people. That's such a crazy, cool way of recreating your music live. Because setting has a lot to do with music, which is why you typically, at least for like the last 100 years, right? No, longer than 100 years, is that when you see classical music live, it's always tuxedos. And all of my classical shows that I played, I think like all of them were in formal wear, I think. Like actual shows, I think they all were in like either a suit or a tuxedo, because it's just like that's the way it's done. You do it the way it's done, and it conjures a certain image. So to go from Red Velvet on like a massive stage with a massive sound to now they're like in a really intimate environment but doing one of the big songs, I just thought it was awesome. I thought it was a great experience. Usually what one would do if you were taking a song that's meant for a big stage and you do it in a small intimate audience, you change it. right? You changed the backing track or the instruments or the arrangement. You changed the song to mirror the environment, but they didn't. They were like, no, we'll just be here in an intimate environment and we'll dress. They're not dressed the same as they would be on stage. Like, no, we'll dress for a small crowd. We'll be in front of a small crowd, but we'll play the song and sing it exactly like we would in front of a massive audience. That is awesome. And I'm glad that I picked it last. I put it for the 6th video because I was like, no matter what happens before this, I know I'm going to have a great time on Psycho. And I was not wrong, because that shit is banging. Anywho, it's always a pleasure to hang out with you, and I will see you on another video. I feel like I want to say more, but I don't have any thoughts. That's not true. I'm gonna have thoughts. Obviously, I'm thinking, I'm alive. I have thoughts, but I don't have any thoughts that I think warrant more camera time. It's weird. Like, I really want to talk more, but I don't have any concrete logic. So I'll just say thank you and bye, and I'll see you later on. 6 videos, so much fun. Oh my god, it's so much fun. It's like going to a theme park of music.